What is going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of Rockstar Recipes. We have a super cool episode today. Executive Chef Jose Esparza from Temecula Valley, Southern California wine country is going to join us today and show us how to make an apricot bread pudding. This is going to be super cool, and I'm so excited about this. Let's jump right into this.
I'm the executive chef here at the Vineyard Rose at South Coast Winery Resort and Spa here in Temecula. This particular dessert is our apricot bread pudding. We serve it with Riesling, so we actually named it apricot Riesling bread pudding. If you order this dish, you're going to expect a lot of richness and butteriness, a lot of full tummies. This is a very classic bread pudding dish that most people enjoy. It goes very well with, a nice crisp Riesling, Gewürztraminer, even Daybreak. It's one of our sweeter dessert wines, but it goes very well with it.
All right, Chef, what is the first thing that we need to do?
So first of all, we're going to start with, we have some Turkish apricots right here, and we're going to start.
Okay, got it. It is so hard to actually save these for the recipe itself and not eat them all.
We got to get these reconstituted. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut them. Normally when we get them, they come in like this already dried, and we're just going to thinly slice them. Get them nice and thinly cut. And then what this will do is we'll reconstitute everything in here. Let's bring this up. We got to get some. This is going to take a little bit, so we want to get this started first. We're going to reconstitute it. We have right here is 1 3/4 cup of white grape juice. We have 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. This is going to give a little bit of tartness. 2 sticks of cinnamon with 2 tablespoons of sugar, granulated sugar, and then 1 tablespoon of butter. All this stuff is going to get mixed in the pot with the apricots, and we're going to reconstitute it on. So it's going to take a little bit, so I want to get this started first. So let's get that going first.
Grape juice.
You can also use white wine. Typically, a sweeter wine is better. We usually use Riesling. Riesling gives a little bit more sweetness to it. Just for the purposes of here, we're going to do it without wine. But it's actually with a nice white wine will actually go very well with it, especially Riesling, nice and crisp. Full glass, yeah. Okay. The next step is we're going to start doing our bread mixture. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with some brioche bread. Brioche has egg and butter in it, so it's nice and rich. It's perfect for this type of dish. We're going to cut this in about 1-inch cubes. So very easy, something you can do at home, very easy to do. This is a very popular dessert for us. What we normally like to do, put this all back in the bowl. So what's gonna happen is once we finish cutting all this up, we're gonna make our egg mixture, and it's all gonna soak. Okay, so we'll do another batch. Alright, now that that's done, we're going to start with our egg mixture. So we're going to set this aside for just a little bit. And right over here I have, this is going to be our whole mixture. We're going to start, we have 5 eggs, We have a little bit of melted butter, which is about 3 tablespoons, 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 2 cups of milk, and 1 cup of heavy cream. Okay, so first we're going to start with the eggs. Okay, now what we want to do is we just want to lightly whisk the eggs. We're going to combine all this together. And we don't want any, we want all the egg mixture completely mixed together so that there's no pieces of white in there. Okay. Then we're gonna add our cream. We're gonna add our milk. Okay. We want to see. Start to simmer. We're going to get that reduced. Okay. So then we're going to add our sugar. Our butter. And finally, the ground cinnamon. Okay. And all that's going to get nice and mixed up. Okay. This is vanilla bean paste. If you don't have any vanilla bean paste, you can also use vanilla extract to work as well. We use vanilla bean paste because we order it on hand, but we keep it on hand. But it's a little on the pricey side, so you can use vanilla extract as well. It'll work just as fine. All right. Okay, we'll get that nice and mixed up. While that's going, checking up on our sauce on our glaze. Just a little bit more. Just to reduce a little more. Okay. Gotta make it a little bit longer. What we'll do, we'll add this and let it soak, because we're going to need to let this soak for a few minutes as well. Alright, and then we're going to lightly just toss it. We're still going to add our apricot mix. Let that go just a little bit. Okay. It's getting there. All right, to the side. So this is what I'm going to use to glaze the bread pudding once it's all done. What I've done here is these are 4-ounce aluminum cups that I've already sprayed with some cooking spray.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna fill these up once it's all mixed together. We're gonna fill these up. We're gonna fill them up as far as we can to the top. Still needs a little bit more time. This is something you can do ahead of time before all this. So I've done this ahead of time, but you can just have this ready, pre-set up, so that when it's time to get everything going, trying to finish mixing everything up, it's already ready to go. Okay. Almost ready. All right. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all the mixed apricots in here. You want to be careful not to put it all at the same time because you don't want to curdle your egg mixture. Once it's completely done, as far as the preparation, and these are going to go in the oven for 15 minutes at 325 degrees on high. Okay, if it's going to be in a convection oven, it might be a little bit longer, but typically we cook these in a convection oven for 15 minutes and then on high, and it should come out, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's all done.
Good Googa Mooga!
Once they're all done, this will be the finished product. And then usually what we do is finish the little reserve liquid that we had, and just give it a nice little glaze, just to give that a little sheen, so it's nice and shiny when it goes out, or when you make it at home, it's nice and shiny for the presentation for everyone to enjoy.
Now thank you again, Chef Jose. This was beautiful. And I look forward to coming out and seeing you at the South Coast Winery Resort and Spa. This has been another episode of Rockstar Recipes. Take it!